Testing mic. Mic test complete. Clicking load game. Iced coffee at the ready. Ready to get this done. Whew. All right. Now, where are we at? I had a minor meltdown last night when I realized that I haven't accounted for the waste water here. But then I thought I was going to have to do concrete to shred the water. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 93.75. It should be 3,000. Perfect. But this is going to be something that I attempt to do. And if it fails, well then I will get the limestone in to melt the water away. So here's my plan. $37.5 times 16 is 600 exactly. So what we have here is 600. Waste water. What we might do is delete that, because that is my water for sulfuric acid. And we need 600 per one. So we want our waste water to come up here. No. We have our wastewater here. And we will use a buffer. Now I'm a little bit nervous about doing a couple of systems that are reliant on recycled water, especially when it's part of my nuclear processing. But because the numbers are perfect, I'm going to attempt it. So, my concern is using the recycled water. I was just thinking about it. So right now, all of our sulfuric acid is primed. So the system is primed. All the machines are filled with sulfuric acid. And I'm just talking myself through this. All of my sulfuric acid machines are also packed to the brim with sulfuric acid. Now the water that was coming in for these was getting pumped from here. 600 water is exactly what we need. Sorry, 2 lines of 600 to make 1200 exactly. The recycled water that's going to come out the back of these is going to be exactly the same amount. That's why I plumbed these lines in to now take over here. The issue that I feel like I might run into is the fact that let's say for example this side is producing more recycled water, which goes into like this side. I guess they're linked. They are linked, so that's okay. And then are these linked? These, I think, should be also linked. That way the sulfur will find its way to where it needs to go. I think. I hope. This is why I don't like using recycled water, especially on big systems like this. But in theory now, there's no more water allowed in or out of this system. It's a closed system of recycled water to sulfur. So the sulfuric acid will only spit out as much water as it can. And it should all get used up. Because now there's no more water coming in to make sulfuric acid. Alright. Cool. Non-fissile uranium's going in there. We just need our uranium waste. These I think I plumbed in last time. These should have all the pressure conversion cubes they need. We're at the final stages of being able to turn this on. I have my 4 waste lines temporarily going in here. I will need to redirect these. Which won't be that hard. I'll redirect these to go in here and here, but we can merge them. No, we can't merge them. We can't merge them. Because they're 750 each. Okay. That's fine. What is that gonna do? Wait. 750 divided by 93.75. 8. Yep, that's perfect. Alright, so the first one will go... Oh, we could go from here. Cleo Cat, I'd like to think those nuclear canisters are going by us spelling some Morse code message. I mean, they could be. Not that I would know what it said. And the next one will be 8, which is right here. So the next one will come in here. Wonder if this will look funny. And we just do the same thing here. Do I go up too high? Nope. Brilliant. I've got a plan to make it look decent. Alright. Pretty excited because this is about to get turned on. Just got to run a few final checks. There's a couple of things. There was something over here that I kind of messed up. There's a bit of belting to do over here. Okay, so I actually had that going up there, and that's wrong anyway, so get rid of that. That was the encased cells. What the heck? Oh no, that was the plutonium fuel rods for the fuel for my drones. That's fine, actually. That was going to the fuel. This was where the mistake was, right here. That was actually fine. This is where we made our mistake. So we're going to come in here. Man, is that? Quite. Okay, I'll just drop it down one. So it's like just there. We could make it there and it would look alright. Okay. Just need to go down 1, 2 clicks. 1, 2. Boom. Alright. You have no idea how close we are to starting this. Like, in perspective of how much has been done to how much needs to be done to kick it in the guts. And get things going. Alright, so let me just quickly calculate this. 50 per minute, and then how much does this take? 50 per minute. Oh, perfect. Wait. This could work out quite perfectly. Just the end one is slightly different, but I'm hoping it worked out. The end one is 37 point... Oh, wait. 30. And then this takes 30. Brilliant. Okay, we are all set. So 1680 really if I just split it halfway, it's fine, right? Divided by 2 is 840 on each line, yeah. We are sweet. So I just split it straight down the middle. Rip. Put it here and merge it in. We need to make this a smart splitter. Make this overflow. That should be right there. Nice. There's a little bit of belt work to do. Bit of minor belt work to do. Let's not forget that underneath bit that I need to connect. And the front bits and the power. I'm hoping there's no major things that I've forgotten to do. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if I forgot something, but we're gonna find out pretty soon. Because I am turning this on tonight. This is happening in the next hour or two. This is coming online. Or less even. Even starting to get a bit of lag now when I'm connecting these belts because there's enough stuff going on in the world. The halfway point. We might put an overflow splitter here. Might be a smart move actually. That will be a smart move. Yep. And we'll do overflow to the right. And he can merge in there. Wait. Why won't that go there? What? Whatever. Cool, so overflow to the right and then it will come back and it will overflow back into itself just here. Fine. Oh no. Okay, we'll just go like this. Not a big deal. Why won't that go? Stupid. Rightio. Little bit more belt work to go and then yeah. Sorted a lot of stuff out. Do need to go up and delete my temporary spawned in nuclear fuel rods. Now just wait here. If I connect these to power... No, I haven't belted in the uranium. What the hell? Yes, I have. Oh, no, I have. I have belted it in. I just didn't finish it off. Don't want to connect these to power just yet. Just get this belting done. I'm due for a save game. I don't want to lose that progress. I'm nervous that I'm nervous that I'm going to reach the object limit soon and get a crash. Can't remember exactly how many megabytes the save gets to before it. I'm up around 9 or 10 at the moment. I think it starts to hit the object limit at like 12 or 13 megabytes. I can't remember. And then you have to go into the config file and change it. I just haven't got around to that. One of those things I keep putting off. Such a big system, it's going to take quite some time for all of this stuff to get populated. But that's enough time for me to work out any things that I may have forgotten. Alright, so this is my fuel rod output. Now this needs to make it all the way over to there. So it's either I change every single merger over, or I just run it along down here. I mean, there's nothing stopping me running it straight down the middle here, right? That's what we might do. Whoops, down here. Definitely left myself ample room for belt shenanigans in here. But it's always good to have more room than less room. Because I only just fit the quick-wire in. Trying to work out how I get this over there. So that's going to be my plutonium fuel rods going in there to fuel all my drones. Do I have to be an engineer to play this game? Definitely not. Definitely not. I would say though, what I'm doing is probably a more advanced build. I am doing the maximum amount of nuclear plants that the game allows currently. Well, depending on how you use the resources. But, yeah. Probably not a beginner build. Why don't I just... Why am I making this so hard for myself right now? It looks complicated. Yep, not gonna lie, it can get complicated. It really can. It really can. But it can also be quite simple and relaxing, especially when you start off in the early game. I'm currently playing with mods, by the way. If you're new to the game, quality of life mods. Nothing in the game that you see is added, but I'm using quality of life to help me build quicker. Like no build cost and flying at the moment. But what I'm doing in the game, as in like resource-wise and machine-wise, is vanilla. Is able to be done in vanilla. Yeah, it definitely can be complicated, that's for sure. I won't lie about that. Okay. But the game like starts you off slow, man. If you play vanilla, do a vanilla playthrough, it's fantastic. The progression in the game is like perfectly paced. It just slowly introduces you to all the new things. Doing nuclear power and processing the nuclear waste into plutonium is probably one of the more complicated things in the game, which is what I'm doing now. Sticky Brom. What does that name mean, Sticky Brom? Is that just a nickname you have? Not a problem, mate. I would definitely, I would highly recommend the game. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of it. But I would also highly recommend just playing vanilla straight from the start, and just progress through it slowly. I like starting in the desert on my second playthrough rather than what the game recommends for beginners. Yeah. Hey there, Oz Jaywick. Okay. We are very, very close. I know I keep saying that, but we really are very, very close to doing this. Just setting this off into motion. The next few hours is probably going to be me walking around, finding all the mistakes that I've made. Hopefully no big mistakes, just little fix-ups here and there. With big builds like this, some of your mistakes can take many hours to show their face as well, so stand by for that. Okay, how's our power looking? Our water throughput is perfect with the test system. Okay, this is the almost moment of truth. Let me just do something. Where's me, like, hub area? Over here. Oh, what's this? That's my... What is that meant to be? I think that's my plutonium fuel rods. I never belted completely in. But we shall solve that in a jiffy. Am I going to make 1,000 times 1,000 blueprint of this? I mean, I can. I was discussing it with, I don't know, maybe it was you or someone else last night. I didn't really see the difference so when I have this power up online, when I have my power plant running, and I definitely want to troubleshoot it for at least, I want to let it run for about 10 in-game hours, 10 hours, and troubleshoot any kinks out of it before I share the save file, because I don't want to share a save file of this massive nuclear build and have people log in and be like, oh, it's not working here, it's not working here, or whatever. I want to troubleshoot it a bit before I share it, but I don't see the real big difference. See, we've got a problem here already. What the heck's going on here? Maybe it just needs to catch up. What the heck? What the hell is going on there? Oh, is it just... Okay, they just need to catch up. Let's go quick have a look at our radio control units. What's going on with our radio control units? 100%, 100%, 100%, 59%. What's it lacking? Rubber? Okay. Ah, dear me. Problems already. Problems already before I've even kicked off. What are we doing here? Okay. 550. We shouldn't be sinking any rubber. Oh, I've actually got spare that stuff. There's no yellow machines here. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't see the difference between me sharing this save file, which will just be the nuclear build, and making a blueprint of it. How much power do I have at the moment? 375,000, and that is 150 nuclear plants. I have, for the meantime, spawned in temporary fuel rods to test my trains with the water throughput. So if you just have a quick look over here, that over there is going to get deleted very soon. It's not showing the containers, but there's a bunch of containers there. And I will have it running legitimately on fuel rods once I get this factory turned on, or the nuclear part of it turned on. One thing that is bothering me a little bit right now, so that's running at 100. This is not. We are lacking rubber. Okay, what do we got? 112. 112. It's actually 112.5 times 5. It needs 562.5. Wait, did I not finagle this thing properly? Give me 1 second here. Because I should have more rubber than I need. I need to make 54 radio control units per minute. We should need... It looks like I've done some bad math here. Unless I'm making way more than I need to make. Hey, not gonna lie, I just came here to be happy that I finally finished my nuclear block blueprint. Okay. What block blueprint is that? .5 times 4 is 450 plus 90. It should be 540 rubber. Ah, man. Why did it have to be rubber? That's the problem. Alright, so this needs 540 rubber. And it should be getting 550 rubber. Oh, man. Where are these circuit boards going? Into here. What is your problem, man? Am I overflowing any of this rubber? I shouldn't be. Nope. Nope, these are all good. These are all running at 100. Good. It takes raw ores plus water and makes 10,000 watts on Satisfactory calculator. Oh, nice. Rubber, okay. So that rubber's going up there. This rubber's going to my crystal oscillators. All my crystal oscillators are running at 100%. Good. That's fine. Checks out. Okay. Could it just be a way I've got this configured wrong? I'm just checking that I'm never bleeding rubber into these now. What has been the hardest item to make in this project so far? I mean, honestly, if you want to like consider the complexity of like the items, the hardest item to make is the plutonium fuel rod, right? Which is going to get made out of these machines, because then they require the pressure conversion cubes and the encased plutonium cell. And if you work backwards through every single machine here, including the nuclear plants, every single machine here is to make this one item, this plutonium fuel rod. So, but yeah, as far as like production lines, individual production lines, the aluminium is probably one of the more complex ones. So that's basically everything from the left of my cursor right now is aluminium. But right now I'm having a rubber issue. Why is that running at 90%? Plastic. Everything's running at 100 except that. Because it's not getting enough plastic? And that's running at 95. And it looks like a fuel issue here. This was running at 94. It's definitely a fuel issue. Fuel should be coming in here. This what's my final wattage goal? It'll be 750,000 when I have 300 nuclear plants online. I'm honestly considering, because this right here is such a pedantic system, the reason this is not running at 100 is because it's not using the fuel. The fuel needs to be used up, and it's such a finicky system with the pipes. Shouldn't be overflowing anything here just yet. I am though, and I don't want to be. Okay. Why did it have to be like this right now? Sorry, I'm just freaking out at the moment. I'm just gonna put it here instead. Oh god, my final goal for my playthrough was to make 400, 100 uranium, 200 plutonium, and 100 fixonium. But looking how massive my setup is, I don't know if I'll be able to. So the setup that I am doing with the 300 that I've got here, which are in this massive ring, is just off the fuel rods. So I haven't included the plutonium. I haven't even included plutonium processing or fixonium processing. That is a potential thing that I will do later. Yeah, potentially. Okay. So we're also going to add this here, because this is an overflow splitter. I'm going to add that into the line, because I shouldn't be... I don't know why I thought that was what I needed to do. I shouldn't be burning any rubber here. Should be burning it generally. I don't like putting snapping merges on the line, but here we'll make an exception. If I start running low on power, I might go into the using plutonium into fixonium, but that's a whole big thing. It really is a whole big thing. Alright, what's yellow about you? Fuel? That's horrendous. Because what's really annoying is that this is not getting the fuel it needs, but over here, this machine's backing up with fuel. You know what I'm saying? So these two machines here are backing up. Which says to me that I should just run a fuel line into there as a backup fuel line. Might do. 'Cause that's filling up. That's, yeah, it'll be fine. Really didn't want to be messing with this right this minute. I wanted to be getting my shit online, but the radio control units weren't playing the game with the rubber. I'm gonna go this way. I also have one last trick up my sleeve for if it really wants to be a mother F. Cause sometimes, man, pipes, especially in this complex recycling setup I have, sometimes pipes just do not want to play the game. So my trick up my sleeve will be, if I really have to, if it really grinds my gears, I'll just put a summer sloop in one of the rubber machines. I really want to avoid doing that, but if I have to, I will. I've played with pipes enough to know that sometimes they just are absolute mother Fs. we're going to get you there, Phil. Don't worry. We'll get you there. We'll get you there. I'm going to come up here. We'll do it. We're nearly there. This is the machine that's a little bit fuel starved. Did you start build the hub? Yeah, I did. You totally Cleo Cat forgot about plutonium. I was just so happy to get plutonium and finish the game. I forgot about the next step. Yeah, in my vanilla playthrough, I didn't do fixonium either. I just didn't do it. I had done all the space elevator stuff and didn't need to. That's gonna run that faster, which will use up more fuel, which is what we want. Okay. That's all running at 100. Right, at the end of the day, if I come back and that I should never overflow. This one. And these ones need the rubber. Always something bullshit happens, right? That's 100. That's 100. These two back here, not quite. Alright. It's gonna take a little while to that's using all the fuel now, which is good. Only problem is it gonna make one of these other machines? Shouldn't. That just ticked up from 97 to 98, so it's on the way. Alright, I think that should hopefully solve it. It's going to take a little while for the rubber to get there, to catch up. So in that small amount of time, Yep, so that was overflowing into there before, and I didn't want that to be happening. Feel like that's going to be enough to get us over the line. Now you're yellow. Why are you yellow? Plastic. It's not getting enough plastic? Come on, man. So then if it's not getting enough plastic, it's not using up the fuel. Are we ever overflowing plastic we don't want to be? I do have another trick up my sleeve, which is right now I'm just burning this polymer resin. If rubber's going to be a pain in the ass, I could always just turn this polymer resin into rubber and just chuck it straight on this line here with an overflow. Plastic though, let's make sure that plastic's good. Ooh, it's kind of... Yeah, all of these are just getting the amount they need. But they're running at 100. Bearing in mind, Oz, talking about how big the setup is, every single machine you see is like got 3 power shards in it, basically. The only time it doesn't have 3 is when I need to like finesse the numbers a bit. But for the vast majority of machines, they've got 3 power shards. So if you weren't using power shards, you would be using essentially 2.5 more machines. Alright, so is this catching up? It will be. Has to be. So we're running now at 84%. That's a big jump, but I did hand feed that one. We're now at 74%. So I'll come back to that in a minute. Should be getting there now. I didn't hand feed this one at all. Alright, so this very end one is at 74. How much of this am I making? 50, 50, 50, 50. So I've definitely got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 250, essentially 266. I should have written that down. Did I write it down? I did. 266. I should just do it, eh? What's it gonna take? It's gonna come off here, right? I don't have any residuals. Let me put it somewhere. So I want... $100. Oops. It's gonna be so much extra. What did I say that machine was at? It's now at 82. It's catching up. I may not even have to build this factory. I'll just make a residual rubber blueprint. So it's 100, 150. So it'll be 442. Cool. Oh, what? What does that mean? Blueprint name already in use, and I've misspelt it. Wait a second. Cancel. Just... Changes have been made. If you close, all changes will be discarded. Confirm. Load blueprint. What are the chances of that? I already have the blueprint and I spelt it wrong. And then the reason I found out that I already had the blueprint was because I went to misspell it again. Save. Alright. Let's edit this and delete the misspelt one. Confirm. Apply. So that's going to take 400 poly, 400 water, 200 rubber. Ideally, this wouldn't be happening right now and I would be firing up the nuclear plant, but I can't fire up the nuclear plant until I know that this radio control unit situation is fixed. We're up at 86, 87. So it's leaning towards I'm going to just do it. It's leaning towards I'm just going to do this. Because this... I could literally spend hours trying to troubleshoot that pipe system over there, and it could just be like the biggest jerk and just not work for me. So I'll just build this and overflow the residual where I need to. And we'll be fine. I was shredding this anyway, so what's the difference, you know? Just quickly got to take an AFK though. Once this is in place, we just call it a failsafe. Alright, so we've got 266. Gonna be 200. You just make this say 66. Nah, screw it. 260 is fine. Get rid of it. Facing the wrong way anyway, I'll just redo it. Okay. How much water do I need? 60 plus 260, so I'm gonna need what? Just one of these. As easy as peasy gets. Problem solved. Oh, I haven't powered up this water extractor. Problem nearly solved. Problem is now solved. Absolutely solved. Alright. That was a annoying little side quest or distraction or segue. Not really a segue. It was an annoying thing that I had to sort out. But that's using all the fuel. 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 Excellent. Okay, so that's... This is now running actually at 100. Alright, well I may have solved it anyway. I may have finagled those pipes to solve the issue, but it probably would have taken a while to come online. But now that I've gone and done this, and I'm throwing this extra rubber at it, that is like 1,000,000% solve the issue. Like it's just solved. Issue has been solved. Guaranteed. Alright, this is already running at 100%. Okay, cool. Let's double save that because we're about to get rolling here. All of that I just did was because I noticed a yellow light over here. Now those yellow lights aren't there anymore because these have completely backed up. But I'm kind of glad I spotted it when I did. Honestly, I am. Because if I didn't spot that, just then, that would show its face a lot later in the process. So, quick wires online. Why was that yellow just then? 93%. Caterium. Alright, what's happening with my caterium? God damn it, man. What's happening with my caterium? Let's go investigate the caterium. Why do we have a yellow caterium machine? Caterium ore itself. Okay. What seems to be the issue? Is it just the 1200 line? Because if it's just the 1200 line, that is going to piss me off. 20 machines. 20 times 60 is 1200. I can't do anything about this. That's just annoying. I have a 1200 caterium line coming from way over here, but it shouldn't matter. Alright, so the 1200 lines are busted. We've established that. They don't work. They don't run at 1200. Sorry to say. We follow this caterium line all the way over here. Down to here. Look at the gaps coming out of it. Gaps. Look at the gaps in the line. Look. It's supposed to be doing 1200 per minute and it's running at 96%. Why is that? Does anyone know, are they fixing this? Are they going to fix the miners not running at 1200 per minute? Because it's the belts, right? Or is it the miners? I think it's the belts, because even when I try to run machines to run on 1200 lines, they don't quite work. Super frustrating. Is it now that I'm over here looking at it and I'm in the area, it's actually working? Because look at the line now. There was gaps in it when I was coming over, but now that I'm here, like in close proximity to the miner, it seems to be working without gaps. You know what I'm saying? It's like Schrodinger's miner. If you observe it, it changes its properties. It's like the physics paradigm. As soon as I come over here there's a gap right there anyway, look. As soon as I come over to the miner to observe it, it stops doing its gaps in the line. Oh man, that's annoying. I can't do any, like it's one of the most simple math things. I've got a 1200 deuterium line and I'm trying to feed a setup that takes 1200 per minute. Look at the gaps in this line now. Wait. Oh. Not good enough, man. What am I supposed to do about that? Does anyone know that like this is a known issue that's happening? Because it's stupidly frustrating. To solve the issue, right? Like temporarily solve the issue. I've got these last two machines running at 81%. So they're really going to make not 30 per minute. Now, would the issue be solved by not doing the overflow system in such a harsh manner? I don't know if this is probably not going to solve it, because the issue of the deuterium's just not getting there. I'm going to boost a few of these machines just to get the deuterium like into the system and then I'll take the shards out in just a minute. I'll come back to that and grab those summer sloops. Oh damn, man, this game can be frustrating. Hey, just when you think you're about to come online. All right. Wait. Yeah. The copper, though, is working. Funnily enough, the copper is working. Now, with the copper, I still am bringing in one line. Maybe the copper is working because the Caterium is not. I'm bringing in one 1200 line of copper, but I am splitting it in a different manner. So hopefully... Oh, wait a second. This one's not getting enough copper either. God damn it, man. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. The 1200 lines don't work. It's trash. It's frustrating as hell because the game is about, like, hey, try to be as efficient as you can be. And you try to use the 1200 belt to its maximum amount, and it doesn't let you do it. That's just frustrating. Alright, so, you know, quick math here. "32 refineries. They're all running at 37.5. 37.5 times 32 is 1200. And they're not getting enough copper ore. And I've got a 1200 copper ore line coming in. So, what do you want me to do, man? And then now this middle one's not working because I've split the line differently. Alright. Doesn't solve it. Doesn't solve the issue. Oh, god damn it. Stupid frustrating. Which one didn't have the Caterium? I don't know what to do about it. I don't want to have to use... This is a good lesson to learn, though, for... like, future... like, when I build future factories. Knowing that the 1200 lines aren't truly 1200 lines. And don't use them as such. Until they fix it. If they can fix it. Might have to check the forums and stuff about what's going on with it. For the meantime, what I'm going to do as a really, really annoying fix to the issue is use 4 shards here, or 4 summer sloops, causing it to create more Caterium than it actually needs. And I'll do the same over here. Although here I'm going to have to put in... Actually, if I just do it... Okay, I'll just do it. Just do 1... I'll use 4 shards here too. I really didn't want to have to do this. 1 there. There. And then... One there. And one there. That's a temporary fix to the solution. Temporary, yeah. So the problem at the moment is these 1200 lines aren't actually 1200. So we're not pumping in the amount of copper ingots required. So now I've put enough summer sloops in there to give it, even with the not copper amount that ore that we need, it's going to give it more ingots than we need, hopefully, and then the lines should back up. With the ingots will back up eventually. It's really frustrating that I had to do that, because now I've used another 8 power summer sloops. 4 there and then 4 here. Alright. Is what it is. I may have to leave it like that until they fix the belts. I guess, my guess is now... Oh, my guess is that I'm going to have the same issue with these sulfur lines. Man, that's going to be stupid frustrating as well. I reckon I'm going to have the same issue with sulfur, and it's going to take a while to show its face. Because where are we feeding sulfur into? All the way down here. Yep. I've got a 1200 line of sulfur here. And I've got another 1200 line of sulfur feeding my sulfuric acid. And now we know that 1200 lines are not truly 1200 lines. That's going to be problematic. It really is. Geez Louise. I've probably used a lot of 1200 lines here, now that I think about it. Super duper frustrating. Okay. Anyway, we must proceed. We'll find that out when it happens. I gotta ask that guy, Big Beaver, he's got a pretty big build like this, using 1200 lines, so I do wonder how he is getting around that issue. Alright. I think we're good to go. I just need to reroute the waste. Let's just turn on the nuclear stuff first. Okay. Just unceremoniously connect this up. Okay, so both are connected to each other. Now we just bring this across. Yep. And we'll save the game. What's the worst that can happen when I power this up? Guess we'll find out. Any red machines? Alright. Look at that quick wire flow. That is lovely. That is some quick wire. Alright, now that it's used it up, there'll be gaps in the line because there are only actually 900 lines. Ah, I didn't connect this. This is not a big deal because it's the plutonium fuel rods. How far did I get with the plutonium fuel rod? I must have got pretty far with it. Where is it? Just there. Oh, it's here. It's here. Ah, I got to here. What a weird place to stop a belt. Alright. I think I just decided I had to go to bed when I stopped that. Why does that look strange? No, we're good. Done deal. Alright, I guess we'll let that roll for just a minute and I'll take a quick bio and see what other bloody bullshit things are going to screw me over. Be right back. Alright, let's see. Let's see, so that's full of water. Okay, we don't need to connect that just yet. Sooner or later we'll find out where we went wrong. If we went wrong. Alright, I'm gonna eat some damage for a second here. But don't worry. It's all part of my plan. These lines. Alright, what's the worst that can happen? Fails completely? Yeah. That's probably the worst that can happen. These ones are not going to get it yet. So, in order to deal with the excess water, we will connect these lines up. Okay. We doing stuff? We're making non-fissile. The non-fissile. Oh no, what have we done? What have we done? What have we done? What's going on here? Did I not connect it in? What? Why is it not going in? Oh my gosh, these are not powered up. Oh dear, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, we need to... we need to cancel this for a second. And just bring these not to there. We'll just go... Oops. We haven't put power on these. Let that shit process for a bit. And then we'll reconnect the waste up. Okay. Let that purge out real quick. Wait a second. Can't have that. Alright, another mistake has been made, but this is what we're doing. We're working out the mistakes I've made. Can't have 125 per minute. I can only have... what? Half of these machines. That's a little bit silly of me. Yeah, so 8 times 125 is 1,000. Oh, okay. Well, not a biggie. I just got to reroute these belts, which won't take too long. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 187.5 is 1125. always more things happening than what you think's gonna happen. Ah, rightio. Alright, what could possibly go wrong this time? Guess we'll find out. Alright. Guess we'll find out. Did we end up making any plutonium rods? Why are you yellow? Oh, because you're full of silica. You're running at 100. That's okay. Okay. You're yellow, and that's because you're full. Fine. Why is that Caterium line weaker than the rest? It's not. It's just that the rest are full. Okay. Alright. Our Caterium line is backing up, which is what I had planned. Okay. Now. We have fuel rods. Alright, we have fuel rods. This is all set up. This drone port is going to go to the hub. Let's create the drone. Get on them. Right. Now, did these drones... Yeah, they have them. So I only need to take 4. Take 6. Doesn't really matter. Put the others in here. Okay, wait, you can go there. Okay, and now we run over to here, because we're going to run out of uranium, because these drones do not have fuel in them, but I'll give them a plutonium fuel rod each, and then they'll be rocking and rolling. Because they'll get their... What the hell? Did that just disappear? Maybe that's a bug in the game. See what happened there? I put the one plutonium rod in and it changed the fuel type. Oh no, it's taking off. He's away. Away you go. He just took a while to like sort his business out. Alright. That's that sorted. Now we check out our hub. Just in time to see him land. Or maybe not. He has landed, so now we can get rid of all of this. Actually, you know what I just realized I haven't done? Is the massive ass ring. Oh well, let's do that. I know, I've done a bit of it. But in order to get the fuel rods from that northern point all the way around, I have to put this belt in. Do I want this to be a straight belt? I don't, do I? Those ones are okay to be straight, but not all of them. Okay. Oh, goodness me. A bit of tedious belt work here. Yet another thing that snuck up on me that I didn't know I needed to do. I think I've done a little bit of belt work around here. Should be pretty close. But hey, I only have to do this once. And it's done. Still have to put the waistline in, but for now I just want to get the waistlines are in for the ones that need to be in. Definitely getting a little bit laggy putting these belts in now. I forgot that this was going to be a thing I had to do. Like tonight, I mean. To get the actual belting in for these. By the end of tonight, I should be running half these power plants legitimately. As in, like, I will no longer be running with the spawned in fuel rods. And that should be fine for quite a while, because even if I find errors in my build, I'm only running half the amount of power plants that I will be running until I get all these pipes in up here. And I'm going to start running this from the other direction because I need to know how far I've got to go. I think I just have to make it to the southern bit. So just over there. Not too far. We've got to be getting closer. Every belt that I do is one less belt I have to do. It's actually a little bit less laggy over this side of the world where I haven't built anything. Oh, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Autosave. 2 hours. Yeah, I'll probably call it soon, but I'm definitely getting this belt in. I think I belted it all the way to here, if I'm honest. Already. I think. I friggin' hope so. I know I belted the waist in, because I had to belt the waist to this southern train station. We are close to the train station anyway. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Now why? I think one part of it I didn't belt in on purpose, which was this bit. So now I can just belt that in, and that's going to flow in one big long ring. All the way around to there. Flyover of the setup. That's it. That is all nuclear. There's nothing in this map that is not for nuclear, apart from the fact that I'm building a little bit more steel than what I need. Okay, that now is getting used. So now, once that makes it around, which shouldn't be too far off. We see fuel rods yet? Man, did I skip a bit? Where are they? Oh, they're coming. They're just taking their sweet ass time to get around. Oh, you know why? Because even though the machines aren't running, they're eating them. Oh man, that is going to take a long time to fill up. But that's fine. It's going to pre-fill all my machines. Not worried about that. That's actually insane. That's crazy. Alright, so these are going to start purging big time. Alright, while that's happening, let's go down and take a peek at... I'm a little bit scared to go have a look at this, but we're gonna have to look at it at some point. What other issues are we seeing? Should only be... 533 encased plutonium cells per minute, so that can go on this one belt here. The only thing that I would be concerned about... Oh well, I've actually got a lot more to be concerned about. The excess water needs to be needs to be gotten rid of out of all of these machines. Which it is. Okay. Now it should the amount of excess water that this is putting out should be relative to the amount of sulfuric acid that it's using, which means it should only as it requires water, it will use the water. So essentially, the yard cars. I'm actually about to be running this legitimately very soon. Half the nuclear power plants anyway So I'm entering the troubleshooting phase. I'm fully prepared for some of the things to be some of the problems to be lurking and show up later. Okay, these are going to be good indicators as to whether I'm purging all the water out of these. Alright. Now. Power. Yo, look how much I'm consuming. 115,000. Dude, that's... Wait. Yeah, I'll bring another... Let's see if we've made it over here now. Not yet. Yeah. Here they come. They're making their way. I just realized we have to fill up every single nuclear power plant on the way around for it to work. As soon as they make it round... Oh, you're going to be shitting me. What? A train collision? As if there's a train collision right now. I haven't had a train collision. I've been playing for like 80 hours and there's a train collision all of a sudden? What the hell? That's... Nah. The game's trolling me. Where? Down there. That can't be real, right? Absolutely can't be real that just happened. Do you know how crazy that is? Oh, I need to set them back in motion, don't I? Oops. You know how crazy that is? I haven't had a train collision, and it was right on this corner too when it happened. So I deleted like a train signal just here. I think there was one too many. And then I had one here again. What? That's the weirdest thing. I've been playing... So, I had my first train collision when I first set up these trains. And I set up the trains first thing. That was like the first thing I did in this map, was the trains. Actually, maybe not. I actually did the circle of the nuclear plants. Then I went into the trains. I reckon it probably took me 10 hours, maybe, to do the nuclear stuff before I had these trains. Put it this way, at a bare minimum, these trains have been running for 50 hours, maybe even 70 hours, without a crash. And then all of a sudden, right now, I have a crash. Like, what the hell? And the train system is completely independent of all the factory stuff. There's nothing like... The train's water system is like an independent system. Nothing with my factory affects the trains and vice versa. So... I don't know, man. That was weird. Like, why would there be a crash? The game's trolling me. That's all. That's what's happening. The game is trolling me. It's trolling me with the... Yeah. It's trolling me with the 1200 belts not really being 1200 belts. Alright. This has got to be done by now. That was bad timing. Okay. Oh, mate, it's... Did we... Maybe not. Here it comes. It's getting closer. It's making its way there. Alright, as soon as, like, one of them gets there... Man, that is a long production overflow. Like, it would have eventually got there with just what I'm making, but it would have been a long process. That one. Oh, you went in. Went in. Put the final signage on the ship build earlier. Oh, yeah. You called it Northwestern Gas and Logistics. Oh, sick. Did you end up sharing me the save file? Alright, I'm happy to disconnect this. And manually just throw them in there for now. And then connect this. Boom. Because this is all filled. We are going to... Look how many are in there. I'm going to delete all these. Delete. And delete. We will now go... Delete. And delete these. Delete that. Alright. One big ring of nuclear rods. Now it's a roulette. Now once you become a nuclear fuel rod on this ring, you shall travel the ring for many days, many hours, and one day you will get accepted into a nuclear plant. You don't know which one, but it will happen to you eventually. Look at this thick cluster of them here. That is a lot of pipes, my friend. I'm telling you right now. You are not wrong. I need 4 of these. So this does 1 quadrant. I have the eastern quadrant complete. I need to do 2 more quadrants of this. And this is a tedious task. But we have our basic hub set up. We have our drone. Oh, it looks like it's just landing, actually. How many is he? He's got 161 in him at the moment. He's going to drop them off. This is going to be tidied up. This whole area will be tidied up and made to look quite nice when I get a bit of motivation, but for now it's very basic. I still think even as basic as it still looks really good. And there he's dropping off the nuclear rods, and they go down here, under here, and under here, and up into the Into the ring. The ring of destiny. Now we need to check. Come one with the atoms, yeah. Now we need to check. Our factory. I kind of got a bit disheartened earlier when I found out those 1200 belts weren't working. Okay, that's getting rid of water. That's what we want. Now you're going to definitely see a lot of yellow lights getting around, and that's because I've only got half the machines turned on at the moment. I will delete that and that because that looks a bit scrappy. That was my emergency plan. Okay. Yeah, we only have half of it running. I'm not game just yet to delete this setup. This is like my backup setup. Once I've finished troubleshooting this whole setup, I think I will definitely delete this. For now, I think we're looking pretty damn good. One thing that bugs me is that train collision. I feel like if I don't change a signal down there, it's going to happen eventually again. But man, that was that intermittent. That was like anywhere between 50 and 70 gameplay hours without a crash. And all of a sudden a random train crash. It's so strange. No obvious signs of stuff not working yet. I will have to tinker with this quick wire setup because right now what the quick wire, the amount of quick wire that I'm actually making is 7,200 per minute, and I only need 6,300, so I've got a surplus of 900 quick wire per minute at the moment. So what I'll do, I mean the surplus is getting sunk into machines, but I will have to come up with a solution that I mean, I guess I could just merge all of these lines into one and have the, like all the overflow lines can get merged into one, and that'll be 900 quick wire per minute. But I can tell you one thing. Dock that conductor's pay for sure. Not very efficient of him, no. Unfortunately though, I am the conductor. So my pay needs to be docked. We're going to have a surplus of uranium for a fair bit of time as well, because I let these guys here build up. Massively build up. Oh, you know what's going to screw me over? Is I haven't... How come this guy doesn't have fuel? Oh my goodness me. Look at this. Such a... Oops. Such a simple thing that I forgot to do. Grab this fuel, split it 3 times. Put that back in there. Put that in there. Okay, so what is going to screw me over is I haven't done an overflow sink yet. Where can I fit one? They won't fit under here. They're too big. So, need to find a spot for it. You know what? Here's as good a spot as any. You know what? That might even just be perfect. make this a smart splitter. Left is any, right is overflow. And that's as easy as it gets. Good thing I'm not a brain surgeon. Yeah. I'm not a brain surgeon, but I'm a big brain. Sometimes. I have big brain moments sometimes. I do say so myself. Alright, so a lot of these will be yellow now because what we're doing is... Oh, you know what I also need to do is... overflow my uranium fuel rods, but probably won't need to do that for a while. Where can I do that? Here they are coming down here. So they're gonna back up to here. We can put one of these bad boys right here. That's probably going to be a very long time before that needs to be used, but eventually it will. All right, I think I've done enough for this afternoon. 2.5 hours, got stuff online, sorted a few things out. Definitely probably going to be more troubleshooting along the way. What the hell? What's going on here? Is that sitting up in a tree or something? Anyway, I'm going to leave it right there.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving.
And yeah. Have a good evening and day.